Hi there, OPHA, Michael Hammock here. I wanted to take a moment and provide some feedback to you in reviewing the analytic activity on your website. So I'll just step through the analytics program, which you guys have access to, and as you may or may not recall, you would need to go to google.com/analytics, and then you would actually log in with your username and password here to sign in, and then you would have access to the analytics. So let me walk through what I'm seeing and share with you some data. I picked October 1st through June 3rd as a starting point, and as you'll notice here in this bar chart, there's some erratic activity in the first 6 weeks or so, and that's to be expected with the new site launch. So if you really want to get to even data, I would suggest that you look at January 1st forward. But for sake of giving you guys a big picture, I'm looking at the entire October through June 1st, June 3rd period. So we've had over 10,000 sessions, 5,742 users, 31,000 page views, almost 3 pages per session, 2 minutes and 40 seconds roughly is how long people are spending on a session. And then the bounce rate, which is the percentage of people who come to the site and immediately leave, in new sessions, which is about evenly split between new visitors and returning visitors. So this really should be setting the baseline for us as we move forward and trying to evaluate how these numbers compare from month to month, quarter to quarter, however you choose to look at it. All right, so if I go next to then I divided the period up, so I looked at half of the period from February 1st to June 1st and compared that to the previous 4 months, I believe it was, October through January, to see how it compared. And again, you'll see in the orange charts here that there is some erratic activity here as a result of the new site launch. So again, I think we have to take these with a little bit of grain of salt. You can see that the sessions have gone up almost 19%, users are up almost 19%, page views are down, pages per session are down, the average session duration is down, and the bounce rate is up. Again, take that with a grain of salt because the first 6 weeks or so things were a little bit erratic here. So really I would suggest taking January as a starting date to move forward in making comparisons. Let's go to demographics, probably no surprise here. 25 to 54 is the biggest age group, 32%. If you look at 25 to 54, if my math is right, that's like 70% of visitors fall into that age range. 15, 20, and 32, it's almost 70% fall into that age range. The majority of them are female, 70% versus 30% for male. If you look at the geography, the biggest traffic obviously is coming from Ohio. The top states are Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Georgia is in here, but we probably were driving a lot of that traffic during the development phase. So let's drill down into Ohio and see where it's coming from within the state. You can see the top city by far is Columbus, but Columbus, Cleveland, Westerville, Cincinnati, Akron are the top 5 cities that are generating the traffic. Looking at mobile activity for, again, the same period, you can see that 77, almost 78% of the traffic is from desktop. Almost 20% is from mobile, and I expect this percentage to continue to increase. We've seen that for the last 3 years. And then there's a small percentage of people that are accessing it through a tablet device. Let's then look at the channels, and these are the sources that are bringing traffic to the site. Organic search is the biggest one at 55%, and then direct traffic is 32%. Referral traffic, and these are links from other websites, is almost 9 or 10%, and then social is only 3%. Let's see what social is, by the way, while we're here. Facebook is a big one. So 84% of the social traffic is coming from Facebook. So that's a good thing, I think. And then if we look at referrals, here you'll see that some of these again are coming from the development domains, like this one, OPHA2, OPHAQ2 Digital. These were development domains that we used early on. They're no longer, shouldn't really be bringing any traffic any longer. But you'll see the sanitation at OhioGov, member.ohiopha, that's the membership site, Wild Apricot site. So these are sources that are bringing traffic back to the site. If we drill down into the pages, you can see the activity by the pages, the find a job, the event calendar, OPHA events, and the public health calendar. You can see that those are the top activities. Again, I suggest if we come here and let's change this date from October to January to get more stable data, you'll be able to, I think, get a better read on what these are. And it really hasn't changed a whole lot. Find a job, the OPHA events, Job Mart, public health calendar, membership, join us. So you had pretty good activity to the join page, and we'll take a look at that momentarily. Let's see. And then I'll wrap up with, this is a look at the membership summary. It looks like we have a total of 1,388 members, full-time 795, full members, full-time students 474, and retired 67. Of the 1,388, 547 are active, 851 have expired or are overdue, 806 are lapsed, which means it's been over 60 days since they expired. In the last 30 days, we've had 24 members, 17 of which were full memberships and 7 of which were student members. I hope that helps give you an overview of activity on the site. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you've got questions. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support as always.